How are you? I wish you all are good. Today, our lesson is about Unit 4, Hopes and Dreams, reading. Before we start, I want from you to listen to the text. Listen to the text and follow lines.
Unit 4, page 38, exercise 1. Look at the photos and read the title. What do you think the text is about? Read the text and check. Climbing to the top. Alain Robert, 43, from Valence, France, puts on his climbing shoes and looks up at the building he's going to climb today. It's the 427-meter Jinmao Tower in Shanghai, China. And Alain says he's going to get up it in 25 minutes. Alain is unique amongst climbers. Climbing tall buildings isn't extraordinary, but only Spider-Man, Alain, climbs skyscrapers without ropes. Alain started climbing early, when he was 12. He lost the keys to his parents' apartment, but he didn't wait for them to get home. Instead, he took off his shoes, climbed up the front of the building to the 8th floor, and got in through a window. Climbing is dangerous, and Alain has had some nasty accidents. In 1982, he fell 15 meters from a building. After the accident, he couldn't climb for 6 months, and he had difficulty walking. But Alain didn't give up, and he was soon climbing again. In 1995, Alain climbed the 154-meter Hotel Arts in the Olympic Port of Barcelona, and then the 244-meter Canary Wharf building in London. 2 years later, he scaled the 452-meter Petronas Twin Towers in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. This wasn't easy, because the towers are made of glass and metal. Perhaps his most challenging experience in 2004 was climbing the 508-meter Taipei 101 Tower, Taiwan. With 101 floors, this is the tallest building in the world. It was very windy, and it was hard to hold on because the windows were wet with rain. Alain was exhausted, and he had to stop at regular intervals during the ascent, but he didn't go back. It took him 4 hours, but he carried on until he got to the top. Although the police have occasionally arrested him, Alain is never going to give up climbing buildings. Some people say he's crazy, but Alain lives to climb. There's only one crazy thing in life, he says, and that's not to follow your dreams.
Okay, I want to read the text. Follow with me. Hopes and Dreams, Climbing to the Top. Alain Robert, 43, from Valence, France, puts on his climbing shoes and looks up the building he's going to climb today. It's 427 meters Jinmao Tower in Shanghai, China, and Alain says he's going to get it in 25 minutes. Alain is a unique amongst climbers. Climbing tall buildings isn't extraordinary, but only Spider-Man's Alain climbs skyscraper without ropes. Alain started climbing early when he was 12. He lost the keys of his parents' apartment, but he didn't wait for them to get home. Instead, he took off his shoes, climbed up in the front of the building to the 8th floor, and got through the window. Climbing is dangerous, and Alain has had some nasty accident. In 1982, he fell 15 meters from building. After the accident, he couldn't climb for 6 months, and he had difficulty walking. But Alain didn't give up and he was soon climbing again. In 1985, Allen climbed the 154 meters Hotel Arts in the Olympic Port of Barcelona, and then the 244 meters Canary Wharf building in London. 2 years later, he scaled the 452 meters Petronas Twins Tower in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. This wasn't easy because the towers are made of glass and metal. Perhaps the most challenging experience in 2004 was climbing the 588-meter Taipei 101 Tower, Taiwan. With 101 floors, this is the tallest building in the world. It was very windy and it was hard to hold on because the windows were wet and rain. Allen wasn't exhausted, but he had to stop at regular intervals during the ascent, but he didn't go up. It took him 4 hours, but he carried on until he got to the top. Although the police have occasionally arrested him, Allen is never going to give up climbing buildings. Some people say he's crazy, but Allen lives to climb. There is only one crazy thing in life, he says, and that's not to follow your dream. So this is text. It's talk about a climber. His name is Alan Robert, 43 years old. He's from France. He put on his leg on the climbing tower, Mo Tower in Shanghai. The tallest of the tower is 427 meters. It takes from him to climb this tower 25 minutes. Alan is a unique climber. The most important things about Alan that he is an extraordinary climber. He climbed without drops. It's like Spider-Man. Alan also started climbing when he was 12. The aim of Alan to climb that he lost once a day. He lost his keys of his parents' apartment, and he wanted to enter to the house. He take off his shoes and started climbing to the building. It consists from 8 floors, and get to the home through the window, and climb the building and get to the home from the window. He says that climbing is dangerous, but because Alan has an nasty accident when he was in 1982, he fell in 50 meters while he was climbing a building. After that, he couldn't climb for 6 months, and evenly he hard to walk in this time, but he never gave up about his dream. His achievement in 1995, he climbed 154 meters Hotel Arts in the Olympic of Barcelona. The second one, he climbed 244 meters building in London, Canary building in London. In 1997, he climbs the Petronas Tower in Kuala Lumpur, which is 452 meters. This building was difficult to climb because it's made from glass and metal. The most important challenge for Alan that in his experience in 2004, he climbed 101 meters in the tower. It's the tallest 508 meters, this towers consist 101 floors. This is the tallest building in the world. It's hard to climb because it was very windy, and the window were very wet because it's rain and wet and because it's wet and rain, so it's difficult to hold on the window. It takes from him to climb this tower 4 hours, even though he wants to stop in intervals during the climbing, but he never gave up. He keeps climbing until reach to the top. It takes from him 4 hours. The last things that they said, although the police occasionally arrest him, he never gave up of the climbing. He always climbed. The people said that he is a crazy, but according to him, the craziest things that if you don't follow your dreams. This is all about the text. Questions number 2. Match the paragraph A to F with the heading 1 to 6. Here we have 1 A, B, C, D, E, F. We want to match with them with sentences from 1 to 6. Number 1. Follow your dreams. It comes with F. 2. The real Spider-Man has the nickname with number A. 3. The early years with B. 4. Around the world with D. 5. The hardest climb with E. Number 6. A dangerous hobby with C. So 1 F, 2 A, 3 B, 4 D, 5 E, and 6 C. Let's move to questions number 3. Read the text again, then answer the questions. What is Alan Roberts' nickname? His nickname is a Spider-Man. They give us this name because he's climbed without ropes عشان بتسلق من غير حبال. Number 2. How is Alan different from other climber? كيف هو مختلف عن other climbers? He doesn't use ropes. هو ما بيستخدم حبل. Number 3. Why did Alan climb a building for the first time? Because he lost his key and his parents were out. يعني هو ضيع مفاتيح البيت وأهله كانوا outside. Number 4. What problems did he have after 1982 accident? He wasn't able to climb until 6 months, and he found hard to walk. Number 5. Why were the Petronas Twins Tower hard to climb? Because they are made of glass and metal. And also, this talks about because it has a windy and wet rain. Number 6. Which is the tallest building Alan has climbed? It is the 508 meters Tayapis consist 108 meters floors. Questions number 5. Find the word from the text, match the definitions. We want to find the suitable words, terminology for these definitions. Number 1. The only one, unlike anything or anything else. يعني ما بيشبه حدا. It's unique. It's an adjective. Number 2. Strength, thick cord, خيوط سميكة, rope. Number 3. Unpleasant, nasty, climbed, scaled. Number 5. Difficult, challenge, صعوبة, صار عنده تحدي. Very tired, exhausted. Climb, innocent. Very silly, crazy. So 1 unique, 2 rob, 3 nasty, 4 skilled, 5 challenging, 6 exhausted, 7 innocent, 8 crazy. Let's move to the vocabulary. This is the phrasal verbs. As I mentioned before, phrasal verbs it consists about verb plus preposition. الphrasal verb هي عبارة عن فعل مع حرف جر. It gives us a different meaning to the verb. يعطينا معنى غير للverb. So, the phrasal verb it is talk about verb plus preposition. فعل مع حرف جر. The most important about the phrasal verb it gives us a different meaning according to the verb. يعطينا معنى غير معنى الverb. Questions number 5. Find the phrasal verb from the text. Then translate them into your language. Carry on معناها الاستمرار فيه. Remember carry معناها يحمل. But because of that here we have a phrasal verb carry on معناها الاستمرار. Give up يقلع أو يستسلم. Give لحالها معناها يعطي. But because it's again as I mentioned before phrasal verb it changed the meaning بغير المعنى معناها يستسلم أو يقلع. Go back يعود. Put on يضعها. Take off يخلع. Question number 6. Complete the sentence with the phrasal verb from the exercise 5. Number 1. You should give up smoking. It's bad for your health. يعني أنت لازم تقلع عن الدخان إنه مضر للصحة. Number 2. I loved Paris. I'm going to go back next year. أنا بحبها راح أرجع لها next year. 3. Why don't you put on a jumper? It's cold outside. ليه مو لابس بلوزة صوف؟ برد برا. Put on يضعها يرتديها. Number 4. Let's carry on. I'm enjoying this. خلينا نستمر فيه. أنا مبسوط. Number 5. Are you going to take off your sunglasses? It's dark here. هل أنت رح تخلع أو تشلح نظاراتك؟ بهون الدنيا dark عتمة مظلم. Question number 7. Match these phrasal verbs in sentences 1 to 6 with the definitions A to F. Here we have a sentence from 1 to 6 and the suitable definitions from A to F. Number 1. My grandparents look after me on a Friday evening. This is with C. To be responsible for or to take care يعني يهتموا فيني. Number 2. They look down on people who are rude. To think that you are better than somebody else or something. إنه حس حالك إنه أنت أحسن منهم. 3. We look for a word to ledge finals for the years. This is with number D. To wait with a pleasure for something to happen. نأمل إنه يصير إشي منيح. Number 4. The police are going to look into the problem. With D. To study or investigate something. يتحققوا من الإشي يبحثوا فيه. Number 5. Why don't you look up these a new phrasal verb? With B. To find. يبحث عن in the dictionary. Number 6. I really look up to my brother. He's a great. To respect or admire somebody. إنه يحترم أخوه. So number 1 with C, 2, F, 3, E, 4, D, 5, B, and 6A. Here we are done from our lesson today. Thanks for listening. Have a good day.